Okay. Good morning, Norma Jean something. Oh, you're looking at my nose. Ugh. Well, hi, Norma Jean. And whoever else, 21 folk. Okay. What is going to happen? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. We are going to have the most beautiful summer day, probably, of the entire season. We're going to hover between 78 and 81 degrees. We have 0% humidity, or almost 0%, and not a cloud in the sky. Why aren't I down at the Jersey Shore? Because I'm in the basement fiddling once again with this pump organ. Now, you may have watched yesterday, you may not have. If you didn't watch yesterday, don't go back and watch the rerun. I'll tell you why. I was so mad as I cannot tell you. With cell phone speakers, whatever, microphones, it was either too close to the organ or I had hit something. But anyway, the minute the organ started playing, the volume went into the toilet. So you could not really hear the organ. Did you notice that if you watched yesterday? Like the first measure, beautiful, and then the volume dropped. I don't know if it's going to do that again today, but I'm not really here to, I'm going to play it, but I'm not here to give you a concert, trust me. What I have done, and in case you're a little behind, that's quite all right. This is a 110, 15-year-old solid oak Esty of Brattleboro, Vermont, reed organ. Started to say pipe. I've had it for a long time, and it needs full restoration. What I'm going to do is turn this camera around. I have spun the organ around, and I pulled one of the panels off of the back, which looks like that. We are going to look at the inside of this thing, spiders and all, and they're already mad at me because they're running around, screaming. Let's take a look at the inside of this organ, see if we can find any clues. Serial number. Of course, there's always a serial number. In fact, I can see it right there. Has it been fiddled with? Has it been restored in the past? Who has been in here? Who, besides mice and spiders? So let me have a sip of my Wawa iced tea, unsweetened, of course. I'm a Yankee. Ooh. And I shall now turn around. Thank you, Bonnie Tyler. Okay. Anybody watching? 34 people. That's what the inside of, not the bottom, but the top. Okay, let's get a couple things out of the way because I already can anticipate. You do this long enough, you know what people are going to say to you. They're going to say, oh, you have a mold problem. You need a dehumidifier. Nope. That mold has been there. This is a mold-free basement. Trust me, it's as cool as a cucumber down here. I'm not at my house, by the way. There is no mold in this particular basement. And there is a very nice dehumidifier that runs. That's old mold. You should have a mask on. I'm fine. It's not the kind of mold that's going to cause my spleen to rupture. I'll be perfectly fine, but thanks in advance for your concern. Just want to get that out of the way. Okay, Judy says it's 67, sunny and breezy in central. Disappeared. I don't remember where you are, Judy. So we got that out of the way. Now the first thing that I see, I haven't been in here. I haven't looked at the back. Is at some point, this tells me that someone electrified this and put a blower in because this hole wouldn't have come like this from the factory. We also have, that's either some type of plastic, something modern in there. I'm going to say within the last 40 years, somebody's been in here. I'm not happy with that because that means that a hole was cut in the wind chest or in the reservoir. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, Gott und Himmel. I'm not happy with this either. That, let me get down here. I know I make a lot of sound effects, but I got arthritis in my knees. That is not good either. That is not... Okay. Well, this is where a restorer did what they could, probably used the materials that they had, and they probably prolonged the life of this poor old girl by putting caulk. There must have been air leaks here. That's not supposed to be there. Oh boy. So all of this caulk or whatever it is, that has to come off. I don't know if it's silicone. We're in the Oregon, Karen. We're inside of the, if you're just joining me, we've popped open the back of the old Esty. You're going to have to go back and watch from the beginning. I'll tell you what, though. At least over here on this side, I'm not seeing any rodent infestation. I am amazed because we usually see mouse poop and pee. Now, that's not to say that it's not deep in the heart of this organ somewhere. The spiders like it. Hi, Sarah. Okay, these are the backs of the stops, which I have open for some reason. I'll close them. That's the Vox Humana. Now, what's supposed to happen? Vox Humana, or human voice, or vibrato, you know, your favorite soprano in the church choir. Okay. I'm not picking on sopranos. You basses can have quite a vibrato as well. Okay, here's the reason why this bad boy isn't working, because the leather is broken. You see that? Gets over here. That's an easy fix. But this, hold the camera still. Okay. That's when, anyway, this is completely dry rotted here. And if we lift that up, there's the exhaust, okay? So this is what's going to engage the Vox Humana. When it is able to do its thing, this fills up with air. I'm sorry, the air gets sucked through this. There should be a pinwheel in here. I've pulled these apart, not this one, but others like it many times, and that'll allow that to spin. And this is in front of the treble reeds. I'm sorry, the treble reeds. Those, they're way back in there. You see them all lined up, brass. All right, so when you have the stream of air coming out, when the Vox Humana is working and functioning, this begins to spin, and it's like singing into a fan. Remember when you were a kid and you stood in front of one of those old oscillating fans and you sang little songs and your voice sounded like wah, 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 wah. That's what that'll do. Yep. All right, that's an easy fix. Oh, I'm going to disassemble the entire thing and move it piece by some of it. I will work on here. Oh, here we go. This will give you a good idea. All right, when you open up a stop, and this is, see, that doesn't roll all the way. We need to rub some graphite on that. This is what would be called a swell shade, and it is not okay at the moment. But when it's working properly, this will open all the way. Boy, we will get some volume out of this girl. You're going to hear her all the way up in Hoboken when we get finished, because this is not, at the moment, that's all we're getting. Just that tiny little bit, but we should be wide open. Now you see the brass reeds inside? They're all lined up there. And I have a special tool that I can pull each one of those brass reeds out. The red felt needs to be replaced. The purple needs to be replaced. The brass reeds need to be polished and cleaned. They need to be free of dirt and dust. The spring is good on here, but it's just the stop action is a little... Now look here, dead spider. I'm sorry that you gave up your life, but I'd rather not take you home with me. Okay, we'll just let you float around in there. Is this boring? I expect it is, but... And then back here, all of these wooden dowels need to come out. This is the stop action back here. And that looks like the top of a violin bow, doesn't it? Now, if I pull a few of these, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me lower, hold on for, I'm going to play for you and let you, but let me do something. Hold on, bear with me. Okay. Hopefully I don't disconnect myself. Okay, now what I want you to see, oh, good. It's not up my nose. I'm going to go pull some stops, and I want you to watch right in here, in this area right here. See here where I'm going, watch right in there. And you will see, I just take a sip of my iced tea. Ooh, it's, ouch. Okay, I can't, well. Hold on. Okay, now watch where I told you to watch. You should see, I'm opening and closing stops from here, and everything here needs adjustment. Everything is sticking. The wood expands, it cracks, and there's a lot of work to be done, but this is, from what I'm seeing so far, I do not see that rodents have chewed up too much of this thing, and we're going to get her going. Well, we might as well, while I'm sitting back here, ooh, excuse me. Let's do, okay, the harp. Let's do the 4-foot and the Dulciana, and we'll do that up here in the treble. Oh, that's okay. Name that tune if I can. Well, I'm going to start off and not play too loudly, and I can just barely see the I don't know. Can you see me? I'm looking at you through this. Can you see my finger sticking through that hole? I don't know about whether you can or not. I'm trying to stick my finger through. Here I am right here. Oh, well, just play it. They can't see you. Classical music, you recognize that as Finlandia by Jean Sibelius. But you old hymn singers know it better as Be Still My Soul. Be Still My Soul. Now, where am I? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, this is just a preliminary. I hope the volume was better on it that time. I don't know, let me get back over here. Let's see, what do? Wait a minute. That's not what I want to do. I do want to do that because I want us to look at one more. Okay, is anybody still there? Reeds sound like they are in good shape. Yeah, Trojan, they do. The tuning sounds great. You know, it's the. Oh, you're there. Good. The reeds are good sounding. I have to say. I don't know about my playing. Now let's look in here. Okay. This funny looking box right there, that should contain the big sub bass reeds, and they're usually vertical in the Estes. Oh, wait a minute. All right, there is our, okay, we're gonna be able to find out the birth date because we have the serial number there. That's easy to look up. Yeah, wait a minute. Reed sets. Okay, so somebody's been in here. When? I don't know. But someone has been in here. We know that because of this. Okay, okay, that was easy. They're not that tight. I can just slide them open with my finger. All right, and ooh. Okay, look at that. Yep. Now we can see a little bit better the serial number. And this is what opens and closes. Now this would be, what do you call it? Kid leather. This is felt. This will open and close, and it'll correspond with the holes on this side of the box. And that's what opens and closes that stop. The brass reeds are down under here. These are the big old 16-foot sub-bass reeds. There they are. They're hiding down in there. Each one, can you imagine, like on a pipe organ, the amount of restoration? Each one of these right here, all the leathers need to be replaced. So when I press a key and the stop is open, this will fly up, breaks the vacuum, the reed will speak, and he's sitting down in there upright. And I don't have the tool with me to try to get it out of there, and I won't because I don't want to break it. Unless I have what I need. I don't know if, let's just put this back on for right now. I don't know how much I'm going to do today on this. I'm debating whether I'm going to do the full, take it apart. I mean, if I don't, I'm not getting any younger. And if I don't do it, it'll sit down here for another winter. Yeah, now we haven't gotten this off yet. I did not pull the screws off of this, but the wind chest, the bellows, all of that is down under there. Hi, Christina. I just put something in the mail for you 2 days ago. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so I'm just kind of sitting here out loud thinking to myself what I'm going to do next. It is hours and hours and hours and hours. I'll tell you what, let's go look at the dollhouse. I'm going to we'll play one more little thing, and then we'll go up to the garage, I think, and we'll do a little dollhouse update, although there's not a whole lot to update you on. But we'll do that anyway, because this organ part might be a little boring for people. Let's get that like that. And let's do, did you like Be Still My Soul, Finlandia? It's from the symphony, Sibelius. If you missed it, you can watch it again. Or I could play it again. Ugh. Let's play it again. See if I mess up. All right. I gotta think here. Yeah. Let's go with that. All right, we'll have the same hymn one more time. One more time, because somebody in the alto section was a little flat. Not naming any names. Wait a minute. Okay. It's also hard to do this with a ring light shining in your face. Did you notice a little bit to get some dynamics when I got to the Be Still My Soul? You saw something happen. That's because my right knee and my right knee was pushing out to the right like that. My left knee was pushing out to the left like that. I was opening some stops and opening some swell shades, so to speak, swell shades. That gave us a few more stops and a little bit more with the dynamic. Let's try that again. I don't want you to watch. So we have Be Still My Soul, the Lord is on thy side, bear patiently the cross of grief or pain. When we get to leave to thy God to order and provide, you're going to hear a change in dynamics. It's not easy to do, but let's try it. Ready? Here we go. Wait. go outside and take a look, if you hold on for a minute, I want to show you something I'm going to do on the dollhouse, the dollhouse. All right, hold on. Although, you know what? This back way was. Okay. Let's get you. My telephone might. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me unplug this. I'm getting myself. I don't want to trip on camera. All right. Let's get you off of that thing. Hello. Did I just turn you off? No, I didn't turn you off. Okay. Bringing my. Okay, dollhouse time. We'll give you a chance to gather your nerves. After Be Still My Soul. Now, let me talk to you about this dollhouse. If you're new and you have never seen this dollhouse before, I need my old timers to help because there's going to be a lot of questions. And I'm not going to be able to answer them all. Thank you, Paula. I'm glad you liked seeing the inside of the organ. If this dollhouse fascinates you, I have a playlist. I think it's maybe the only playlist I've created, and it's about 5 videos. Everything that you'll want to know up till now about this dollhouse. So if you've got fundamental questions about it, I would refer to you back to that video list, which you can find it in the video archive. But very quickly, I got this about 2 years ago in a town very close to the town I was born and raised in. It is a homemade piece, not a kit, and I believe that it dates to circa 1930. That doesn't mean 1930, but it means circa. It's in the sort of Tudor revival. It is massive. It fills the entire back of my truck. I've done some restoration work on it, but it is absolutely original. Stucco, look at this green paint. Now, I so far have rewired the fireplace. This is old. This is an old plug, and it's an old electrical. It's a reproduction electrical cord, and I did this myself. So we now have a working fireplace. I'm not gonna plug it in now, but it's in the videos. You can go and see. What I still have to do, let's just go look room for room again. This is the this is the living room. I'm restoring the 2 floor lamps. There were 2 floor lamps that were built into the floor. And let me get that radio out of there. Get upstairs. And you can see the tiled, look, there were even curtains. There's even rings up here where some curtains had hung. But there's the old, I don't know how the father made that, or the grandfather. There's the fireplace. And I discovered, I didn't know it, but down under that grate are 2 light bulbs, a blue one and a red one. And you put a little red and a blue flicker bulb under there, and you get firelight. Okay. And then, see, this is down underneath the house. That's the crawl space. And there were mice living in this one. Now there's the staircase up to the 2nd floor. I am still working on the lighting system. And stop trying to convince me to rip this out and put something in modern because you're afraid of safety. I'm not trying to hear that. I know how to make this safe. And it's not like you're going to plug the thing in and then go to, you know, on vacation for 3 weeks. If I were to put any, I'm not putting any modern, I will make sure the wiring is safe. Just like up here, I replaced this. This is perfectly safe. I do need to put an insulator over this. I know that looks horrible, and those, you know, who might not understand electricity might be freaking out. This needs to be trimmed, but it's all new wire. And all I need to do is put the little cover on this, and it's all set. You see, because we've got old Christmas lights that were the original lighting, and I am going to keep it original. Now look at the bathroom. Now, you know I've got a ton of furniture, but we're not going to play with furniture today. See, this is that's just old Christmas lights, and there is no reason why I'm not going to be able to save that. I will. In my opinion, it would be a sacrilege to rip up the carpet, rip off the wallpaper, repaint the thing, go and buy yourself a brand new kit. This is such a time capsule. It's close to being 100 years old. And I believe, this is Douglas fir, I believe you would destroy it if it was over restored. And since it's in my hands, look at this. Let's see if she left any unmentionables in there. Nope, she didn't. Good, she did her. And is that a buffet, or is that that might be for a dining room. Anyway, oh, I know what I want to do. Or the one thing I want to know, this is the kitchen. And last summer, I bought this antique Dollhouse lampshade. This is glass. See? And this, I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. That'll make some lovely curtains, won't it? Now, this is a kitchen table, not really what I want to use in this dining room, but we'll put it there just to give you, this is the dining room. And what I'm going to do is attach this chandelier, and it will hang right about like that. It'll hang down from here, and an electrical cord will come down, and the light bulb will be down inside. This doesn't go flush to the ceiling. No, no. It's going to hang right like this. See? And that's going to light up. But like everything else, and see how it's wired all through the house? The electric goes up through the staircase, up through the walls, and then over here, it comes out here. Goes up and it re-enters the attic. And then this is how the lighting fixtures are illuminated on the second floor. So I adore the thing, the surfaces, just look at the, you know, when you're an antique person, this is what you live for, this kind of condition. And so I guess the lighting on this, you can't, well, I guess you can see it. Don't you want to just move in? All right, well, I have to pick a project. But you know how I am. Once I get all this moved to my basement, I can go from workstation to workstation. You know, fiddle with the pump organ in this corner, fiddle with my father's Lionel train in this corner, fiddle with the dollhouse in that corner, and I'll just flip from one thing to the next. That's the way my brain works anyway. So let's get this into the back of my truck and over to my house, and then probably the organ will wait for another day. But thanks for joining me this morning. I just wanted to show you a little something here. I hope that you're having a beautiful summer day. It is absolutely, it couldn't be a more beautiful day here in lovely southern New Jersey. And I hope it's just as nice wherever you are. That's it. I'm tuning out, and we'll see you the next time. I think I released a video this morning for you to watch. And thanks for hanging out with me while we were playing around with antique organs and dollhouses. All right. So long for now. Bye, folks.